Hey everyone, welcome to this deep dive into something that's evolving faster than ever before: how we build software, the future of code. Now, if you've been in the world of development for a while, you already know that the software development lifecycle, or SDLC, is kind of the backbone of how we bring ideas to life. But in 2025, it's changing in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few years ago. Like one of my managers used to say jokingly, I won't send my kids to Hogwarts because they don't teach maths there. But honestly, who knows? Maybe they do, and we just never saw that part in the movies or read it in books. Now, we're not throwing out Agile or DevOps, but far from it, we're upgrading them with AI, automation, and tools that are designed to make development faster, smarter, and more adaptable. Let's set the stage with a few eye opening numbers. By the time we hit 2028, a whopping 75% of enterprise developers are expected to be using AI coding assistants. That's a massive shift in how developers actually do their day to day work. And then there's the rise of low code platforms. These are letting teams build and ship software up to 20 times faster. That's not an exaggeration, that's happening right now. And here's another big one: around 90% of companies will be fully adopting continuous integration and continuous delivery. That kind of automation can reduce time to market by 25 to 30%. Game changing stuff, right? So clearly, the way we think about SDLC is moving into a whole new era. Let's talk about what's really fueling this change: artificial intelligence. AI has gone from being just another tool in the box to a full blown development partner. It's now helping across every single stage of the SDLC. And no, it's not about replacing developers, it's about giving them a serious power boost. Instead of spending hours writing repetitive code, teams are now working on more on orchestration, validation, and strategy. That means more focus on the stuff that really matters, like solving complex problems and thinking big. You've probably seen the numbers. AI assistant usage is rising fast, and when you look at the data, it's easy to see why. Adoption rates are skyrocketing, and AI is becoming a regular part of the developer toolkit. Let's walk through how it's being used at different stages of the SDLC. When it comes to requirements, AI can take high level ideas and help translate them into clear user stories and acceptance criteria. It helps teams get aligned faster and more accurately. During development, AI tools like GitHub, Copilot can suggest code and even write test cases for you. Just from a few words, that means fewer manual errors and faster progress. In the testing phase, AI is spotting bugs and vulnerabilities way earlier in the cycle, which cuts down on costly fixes and firefighting later. Even in project planning, AI is getting smarter, allocating resources, predicting risks, and helping managers plan better from the get go. And one of the biggest pain points: documentation. Yeah, AI is handling that too. It can generate readable, up to date documentation directly from the code, saving hours of grunt work with AI baked into almost every phase. The whole SDLC is starting to feel more like a continuous connected flow rather than a set of disconnected steps. We are moving towards what's now being called the AI native SDLC. It's fast, it's fluid, and it's built for iteration and continuous value delivery. Let's walk through what that looks like step by step. In the planning phase, AI can help brainstorm ideas, analyze risks, and shape requirements faster and with more confidence. When it's time to design, it can suggest smarter architectural patterns and highlight potential security issues early on. You also get rapid prototyping for UI and UX. No more endless wireframes. Then comes the build phase. This is where AI shines. It writes code, refactors it, and even helps integrate different components automatically. Less manual effort, fewer bugs. In testing, AI runs automated checks, writes intelligent test cases, and gives real time insights. That means better quality, faster bug detection, and smoother launches. And finally, during deployment and monitoring, AI automates release pipelines and continuously watches for issues, often predicting them before happening. It's like having an always on operations analyst. Now, while AI is taking center stage, there's another key player you can't ignore: CI/CD, or continuous integration and development. In 2025, CI/CD isn't optional anymore. It's the engine behind fast and reliable software releases. The benefits are massive. You can release updates 25 to 30% faster, you catch bugs earlier, and when issues pop up, they are easier to fix because they are dealing with smaller, more frequent changes. CI/CD also improves collaboration. Devs, ops, security, all working from the same playbook. It's a cultural shift as much as a technical one. Another revolution that's quietly reshaping development: low code or no code platforms. These platforms are letting non developers, yes, business users, build real applications without writing much or sometimes any code. It's creating what we call citizen developers. It's fast, it's cost effective, and it frees up your core engineering team to focus on the heavy duty work. But it's not all sunshine and speed. With LCNC platforms, you also need to be careful. On the plus side, they help you build prototypes quickly, cut development costs, and bring business users closer to the solution. But there are trade offs, like the risk of shadow IT. Where people build apps outside of formal governance, there can be security gaps, vendor lock in, and scalability issues when you try to push LCNC beyond its limit. So the key is balance. Use LCNC for things and make sure it's done with oversight and planning. Now, let's take a step back. With all this progress comes a set of real challenges, and if we don't tackle them head on, they should they could slow us down. First up, data quality. If your AI tools are learning from biased or low quality data, their output won't be reliable. Integration is another biggie. Bringing AI and LCNC tools into older complex systems isn't always a plug and play. Then there's security, whether it's AI generated code or an app built on a low code platform. If it's not vetted properly, you are opening doors to new risks. Governance becomes tricky too. When everyone's building apps, how do you track, audit, and manage it all? We also need to reskill. Developers now need to know how to work with AI, not just write code. Think more orchestration, less manual building. And finally, technical debt. If we go too fast without proper checks, we'll pay for it later with messy systems and maintenance nightmares. So, where does it all lead us? The future of the SDLC isn't about choosing one new method to rule them all, it's about blending the best of what we know. With the smartest new tools and ideas, we are heading into a world where hybrid models that mix agile and waterfall will become the norm. AI will be baked into every part of the workflow, not just as a helper but as a core engine. Impact analysis will be critical, especially as things change faster than ever. Documentation will become living, real time, and always up to date. And constant feedback from users, from systems, will fuel an ongoing cycle of improvement. So, what's really powering this shift in SDLC? It's AI, not just as a tool, but as a full blown collaborator. From writing code to reviewing it, testing, and even planning, AI is stepping into every phase of software development. And the impact: smoother workflows, faster delivery, fewer bugs, and yes, fewer late nights. In fact, Gartner predicts a massive spike in AI assistant usage. Developers are offloading the boring stuff like boilerplate code and doubling down on strategy, architecture, and innovation. The future isn't code heavy, it's thinking heavy, and AI is the co pilot. So, if you're wondering what to actually do with all this, here's your action plan. Start by investing in AI and automation tools. Begin small, automate routine tasks, try out AI assistants, and build from there. Make sure your team is constantly learning. Train them in AI orchestration, data handling, and new ways of working. That's all. ByteShift.